Cam Ward looks big out there. He looks a little bit like Josh Allen and as far as his height and his weight and just like the arm power, like the strength of his throws. And he really does look different than the other guys that we've seen so far in Jackson Dart and Shedeur Sanders. What's up, guys? It's your bro Lumia with the Lumia Sports Podcast, and let's get right into it. Cam Ward, preseason instant reaction. In this game, first overall pick, Cam Ward. He went out there and he showed kind of why he was the first overall pick. His first drive, he was 0 for 2, a little shaky, a little iffy. But then the second drive, once he hit that first pass down the right side, in like the middle of the right side of the field, you saw Cam Ward's arm strength take off. He ended up hitting 5 passes on that drive. Now, I will say, obviously, he wasn't perfect on that drive. He did actually miss one pass, and that one pass could have been an interception. But even this is going to be one of the interesting things with Cam Ward. What you see is even his strength could maybe be his biggest weakness. Cam Ward looks big out there. He looks a little bit like Josh Allen and as far as his height and his weight and just like the arm power, like the strength of his throws. And he really does look different than the other guys that we've seen so far in Jackson Dart and Shedeur Sanders. Doesn't mean he's going to be better necessarily, but he showed why the Titans could not miss on him being the first overall pick in the draft. Now, he didn't run it all. He was really just slinging the ball. And like I said, he did almost throw an interception, just trying to muscle in a pass. He was trying to throw it to the left side of the field, trying to go left deep. You can't really do that with the kind of throw. He was just trying to muscle it in with just a pure zip, straight line without any arc. He's going to need to work on that. He definitely has things to work on. He wasn't perfect by any stretch. You would like to see if he can run, but obviously only do what you got to do in this game. But the arm strength and just how imposing he looked really was a good sign for the Titans. Another big part of this, too, with him out there, they did play all their starters. Calvin Ridley, 3 catches, 50 yards. So a lot of it's going to come down to whether Calvin is betting the over or the under, man. I don't really know. But if he's betting the over, this could be an amazing year for at least – Let's say maybe Cam Ward is a rookie. I'm not even going to say they're going to be a playoff team, anything crazy like that. Their defense was getting run on like crazy by the Bucs running backs, and it might be that year 2 thing of Mike Vrabel's gone. Now the defensive identity that they tried to keep, that they did manage to kind of keep for that 1 year. They were a very good defensive team last year until they lost, until Will Levis kept losing them games. They lost that fight. But that might be gone. But from this game, Cam Ward, you can see the ability. We'll learn more about his intangibles, about whether or not, he can fully read defenses. You're not going to see a lot of that in preseason. Really what you're looking for is no mistakes, which, by the way, all 3 of these quarterbacks almost had a pick and none of them did, but they end up having none, so no mistakes. And with Cam Ward, you see the ability, and that is very big for the Titans, and that's why they picked him first overall.